Teachers play a very important role in any society. Not all performance of faculty can be measured in numbers, but at the end of the day, any success that an institution receives and concurrently a society gets will only be through the ownership that the teachers have for their own students.
आप विद्यार्थी को तब समझ सकते हो जब उस आप में थोड़ी भावनाशीलता हो. अगर भावनाशील नहीं हो गया तो समझ ही नहीं सकोगे.
Being an academic, we have chosen to be in this profession because we all want to make a big difference for many students and shaping the future of India. Not only India, but the whole world.
For nearly 7 decades, Jaipur Institute of Management has been instrumental in creating true professionals in management, contributing their expertise in various sectors. Today we are here to witness a unique initiative taken up by our eminent faculties across India to build stronger foundation of student and faculties relations.
100 experts, numerous agendas, and one primary objective: to create the best professionals in the country.
Sharpening the saw. We keep sharpening the saw, and our productivity is much more. And we are able to do much more thing in a lesser time. So in the same way, so we are academicians, we are professors, but at the same time we also need to keep learning new things every day. We also need to keep unlearning many things, and we always need to strive for new aims, new goals, and greater level of achievement, success, happiness, and inner fulfillment.
It's a matter of great pride and pleasure for me for the first time to see all our faculty members across campuses working together towards a new vision.
It's that we change the role of the teacher.
A couple of practices that we are trying to integrate at Jaipuria. The first is having a student-centric learning approach. I think
with the technology being part of our day-to-day life, role of teacher has changed drastically.
Traditionally, the way of teaching has been, I have knowledge, you sit there and take my knowledge. What can we change as teachers so that our students end up excellent?
Student learning is much more when the student is an active participant in the classroom, as well as, I want to stress, the teaching methodology allows the student to participate outside the classroom.
I want the student to master the concepts.
Your strategy has to revolve around this idea. Can you develop some specific individual development plans for each quadrant of students?
Yes, how do we change from being lecturers to being more interactive?
As professors, as academics, you have to do original research, because new learning, new knowledge comes only from original research.
That's a passion you should have, otherwise you cannot do research.
I want the student to be inspired.
देखिए, काम अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा संतोष होता है.
सबसे पहले कि मन से ये धारणा निकाल दें कि टीचिंग टीचर से इंडिपेंडेंट है.
जो काम की क्वालिटी होती है, वो क्वालिटी यदि आप पूरी कर देते हैं तो वो क्वालिटी नीचे तक जाएगी, बच्चों में भी जाएगी, तमाम आएगी.
I want the student to be a good citizen.
The role of a teacher actually becomes a mentor.
Excellence is an attitude, excellence is a journey, and it does not end anywhere.
So the point is, we, no matter how good lecturers we want to be, will never be that good. And in the internet age, that sort of should give us a little bit of question.
Now the question is, do we need to only benchmark ourselves externally, or do we need to first benchmark internally, internal passion, and then also see what additional things can be added?
And that, in my opinion, is the key transformation that Indian education needs to make, transforming Indian education to being number one in the world.
We need to give them a great experience. We need to improve the 360-degree student experience, starting from admission, academics, industry interface, student life, and placement.
While evaluating our course of action, we have to go back to the same question. Are we acting with ownership for each and every student? Are we making decisions that we would make if it was our own son, our own daughter in the classroom?
In that way, we shall be highly productive to our own self, then for the organization, and finally to our main stakeholder, that is the students.
Learning is an ever-going, eternal kind of a thing, and it's not that only they have to go through something kind of a development or studies. Even that is applicable equally to the teaching fraternity.
This initiative of Jaipuria group is really commendable because
this whole idea of having FTP is actually for our students, and we are refreshing ourselves for our students.
They are very unique, very hardworking, just need to realize their full potential and realize that they are not less than any other student in the world coming from any B school.
We look in them for brand ambassadors of the institute, and I'm sure they'll be able to take the institute to great heights.
Aspire as far as possible, but set their expectations right at the same time.
The student should have a goal in the first place and work towards that goal for the next 2 years.
They must learn to apply the concepts learned in the class to practice.
So their attention span must be longer.
Work towards developing the right kind of temperament and right kind of skills.
Build more and more core competence.
Develop a thinking mind.
Think on developing your own metrics depending on the environment in which you are operating,
which enables you to command acceptability and demand in the industry.
If you learn, develop yourself and develop a dynamic personality,
they should be in a position to build a kind of capacity and character that leads our industry.
Look for the marathon, not for the sprint.
There is no shortcut to success.
They just have to follow their dreams.
जिंदगी को कभी सफलता और असफलता के मापो मत नापो। जिंदगी उससे बहुत बड़ी चीज होती है।
You are what you think you can be. Trust who you are. Reach out for the sky. You'll get there.
Be there with you at every step of your life.
Go and win the world.
Your school is very highly rated. It's one of the top schools in North India and maybe even the whole country. So it's a great honor for you to be here. And I just hope that you will devote yourself fully to your studies, to take away as much knowledge as you can and use it to build this great country.
The sole initiative is actually done keeping them in mind and has been enlightening. So a lot of new information has come up.
Excellent.
Very exciting.
Very inspiring.
Perfect initiative in the right direction.
It's stimulating.
It provokes us to act on it.
Very well organized.
Very holistic.
Very good participation from everybody.
I think it has shaped up really well.
Mind-blowing.
The concept is very good. We should meet more regularly.
It has met our expectation.
Unique.
Value addition.
Very informative.
A technical competence.
A lot of willingness to adopt new technology.
Illuminating discussions.
Intellectually curious.
A collaborative approach.
The enthusiasm they're shown to do research and joint research.
Good outcomes are expected.
It is rewarding and it's pleasing as well because we get to see each other from all campuses, so it's pleasing also.
The meet gives us a great deal of confidence in ourselves and a lot of belief. So I think confidence and belief in making Jaipuria a truly great institution and the best chain of MBA schools in the country.
Experience, knowledge and expertise flows from the top, and here we have our faculties keeping alive our legacy.